Good afternoon. I'm Elaine Urbina from Cincinnati Children's Hospital. I'm here at the American Heart Association Epidemiology meeting in New Orleans with Dr. Hector Gonzalez, who's going to talk about a very interesting study he's presenting. So Hector, can you please tell us what was your motivation for performing this research?
Well, the reason for the motivation for doing this study are several-fold. Firstly is that there currently is no cure for Alzheimer's disease and cognitive decline. And then secondly, it comes from a community group that I had spoken to about Alzheimer's disease, who asked, and one of the participants asked the question, what can we do to help stave off Alzheimer's disease in our community?
And what were some of the answers that you gave this community member?
It was very difficult back then, and so I thought that I needed to look for some of those answers, and that's why I did this study.
Great. And so this particular piece of research that you're presenting at this meeting involves a subset. So tell us a little bit about the methods that you used in this study.
Well, the data comes from the Hispanic Community Health Study of Latinos, which is a multi-site prospective cohort study in the Bronx, in Chicago, Miami, and San Diego.
Excellent. And so what were some of the pieces of data that you collected and analyzed?
Well, the main outcome for our study was neurocognitive function, and we had four tests, neurocognitive tests that we used to assess cognitive function, and which had to do with mental status, learning and memory, processing speed, and verbal fluency. The main predictor of the study were what are called life simple sevens, cardiovascular health behaviors, and those include several factors.
Cardiovascular risk factors.
Sure.
Absolutely. And so what did you find? How did these risk factors, or seven steps, relate to the cognitive function in your group?
Well, I was a bit surprised how strong the associations were. That is that the higher your cardiovascular health, that is the better your diet, exercise, and cholesterol and the like, is that the higher your cognitive function was. The level of difference between someone who had fairly poor cardiovascular health to very good cardiovascular health was on the order of about 50% higher.
Wow, that's a very large gradient.
That's a very large gradient.
So from these results, what did you conclude?
Well, what we concluded is that, as the title suggests, is that what's good for the heart may be good for the mind, and something that had not been really considered when the original 2020 goals were written. And that with this research, we hope to move it forward where we may be looking at cognitive function as also yet another benefit of a heart-healthy lifestyle.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing your future research. Thank you very much, Dr. Gonzalez.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.